I bought a Bike Friday, as you can see, and then I went all over the world evangelizing, well, actually seeking out disciples for Bike Friday. And way down in the corner of the big island of Hawaii, we're right down here in the Kapoho area, I met Anne, who has a Bike Friday. There it is there. And where have you been, Anne?
Oh, Alaska, California, and Oregon, and then around Hawaii.
And Anne lives 99.9% self-sustainably on this fantastic 9-acre property, as you can see, on the Big Island. Not a strip mall in sight. Now, it's not too hard to find Anne's. It's a place that clearly doesn't have evidence of car, that is, driveway or any kind of vehicle. It doesn't look like a driveway at all, does it? It's the only one. Everybody else along this road seems to have some kind of car-centric way of getting in. This is a jackfruit. Look at that. It's massive, and that's actually a third of it. And it tastes like juicy fruit chewing gum, doesn't it?
A little bit. A lot more real than juicy fruit.
Well, it's a spectacular breakfast that Anne's prepared with eggs with chayote and avocado all from the garden, and soursop and rollenia, like jackfruit. And we're sitting here on her lanai, deep in the jungle, well, deep in my book, about, 15 minutes bike ride along a dirt track on skinny tires.
For 2 years I just drank it out of this.
The drinking water catchment goes into a stainless steel catcher at the end with a filter. Very sanitary, apparently.
The filter here came from a lint screen from a dryer that was on the side of the road, clothes dryer.
Right, this is recycle, reuse here. And then there's more. This is a hand agitator washing machine receptacle without the agitator. Isn't that ingenious? That's a jackfruit tree, and that's a small immature fruit apparently. Well, you can see the size of it. It's already pretty big. They grow to the size of what? Giant watermelons, don't they?
It used to be 40 to 60 pounds, I think. Pink kind. It tastes like a ruby red grapefruit, really sweet.
These are pomeros. They taste like a ruby red grapefruit. Look at them, incredible. Get your vitamin C out of that. So we're walking around Anne's, was it a 12-acre property here? And full of trees and no manicured walkways or stone colonnades here, right? Or fountains.
They're pigeon peas, which are yummy to eat. They're kind of like edamames,
yeah.
Soybeans. If you steam them when they're green like this. And when they're brown like this, I kind of put them on the ground and stomp them a little bit, and they break open and the chickens will eat the beans out.
Mentorium, yeah.
Put the fruit in there that has fruit flies in it, and the fruit flies will hatch out in here. And there's a parasite of the fruit fly, that's a little wasp, lays its eggs in the larvae, and that one can come out of here, but the fruit flies can't. So this is basically a way to increase the population of the parasite.
In there.
Then it can go out and infect the fruit flies outside and decrease the fruit fly population.
Wow, look at that. But don't crawl in there and mistake it for somewhere to sleep, okay? This is a tango tree, similar to a tangelo, and it's actually got a vanilla bean vine wrapped in amongst it.
That's when you pick them.
When it's half brown like that?
No, you pick them when they start to turn yellow. If they start to split, that's considered not good, though. It smells better. You can smell it, and it smells quite delicious.
Wow. This is sprouted coconut, and what's the stuff in the middle is a placenta?
Yeah, so you see the shoot and the root, and this is the thing that harvests the nutrients out of the meat. So it's got this area of contact, and it's sucking them into the plant.
Right. It tastes kind of strange, actually. The chickens love them.
Chickens and ducks love them.
Tropical fowls here we have. It's like watching woodpeckers. Look at that. This is the most impressive vanilla.
What's that? Is some
vanilla pod plant. What are we looking at? This is it here.
Yeah, this is the tip of the vine, the growing tip. And every flower needs to be hand pollinated. So each of the beans, and there's beans all throughout. Each of them makes one hand pollination that I did in the spring. So, there's another vine that's a weed growing up in here.
Oh, that's really nice. Anne loves her vanilla pods. Anne's incredible property, 12 acres. of which she's planted so many different vegetables and fruits and lots of experimental projects going on. The tree tomato, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Growing like cherries over here. Looks like a whole lot easier than growing tomato vines. Okay, so bite a hole at the top.
Inside, and then you suck.
It's a little Roma tomato.
Coconut fiber around it. I cut the bark at the bottom, and then I put some rooting hormone in there, and it makes roots into the coconut fiber. And then I can cut the branch off, and then that's a tree. So this is how I'm starting these native ohia trees, because they are not reproducing themselves in the jungle.
Okay.
They're getting crowded out by the other trees.
And what's this process called?
Air layering.
Air layering. The prized durian tree that's about 20 years old and takes that long to reach maturity. So Anne is obviously extremely popular. The scythe, so much quieter and more ecologically sound than weed whacking. This is the outdoor latrine, and dare I say the Campmore catalogue. Soft that it is, makes excellent toilet paper.